everyone, we have arrived in Malta. Here's what it looks like from our balcony. Today in Valletta, Malta, we have 3 cities and harbor cruise excursion. Very excited for it. It's a beautiful place. And we're getting ready to go on an excursion. We are in Valletta, Malta.
I was born over here, lived all my life in Malta. I'm your guide for today, together with our driver Lawrence. I would like to welcome you to this beautiful island of Malta. Right now we are very close to the capital city, Valletta. The city that we see coming just ahead of us, this fortress town to the left. That is Valletta, the town built by the Knights of St. John in the mid of the 16th century. It's a fortress town situated overlooking 2 lovely harbors that we'll be seeing later on today. Our program, we are driving first towards the southeast of the island, where we have this fishing village called Marsaxlokk. Marsaxlokk, this is the biggest fishing harbor on the island. In fact, the harbor is very colorful with the typical Maltese boats, the so-called Daisa and Lutsu, painted in very bright colors. The driver, our driver Lawrence, will stop us as close as possible to this harbor, and over there you'll have some time for pictures, to take maybe even a gentle stroll along this colorful harbor. So that will be our first stop, Marsaxlokk. Then we'll come back to the bus, and then we drive towards this area known as the 3 cities of Malta. We will stop at the top of the most important town, which is called Vittoriosa, and over there I will take you for a nice walk to show you the old buildings that we have in this area. The victorious city, Città Vittoriosa. This area, it's so important in the history of Malta. Why? For long years it was used by the Knights of St. John. So practically before the building of Valletta, the Knights, they were living in the 3 cities of Malta. So the first palaces, lovely auberges, churches built by the Knights in Malta were built in the 3 cities. Then after our walk in this area, we come back to the bus, and then we drive to Sliema. Sliema is found on the other side of Valletta, and from Sliema we're gonna take the famous harbor cruise. We'll be cruising through the 2 most important harbors of Valletta, namely the Marsaxlokk harbor and the Grand Harbor. Of course, during our cruise, we'll be seeing quite a lot from Valletta, the surroundings of Valletta, and also the suburbs, the towns and villages that we have close to the area. The old buildings you see to the left, these were once stores, yeah? They are known as Pinto stores. Maybe you've noticed the colorful, the majority of the people, they were illiterate. They couldn't recognize the writings on the stores, yeah? So that's why the different colors. They use, for example, red for wine, blue for fish, green for veggies. Nowadays, these old buildings, these old stores, they houses our cruise liner terminal, yeah, the so-called Valletta cruise port. Yeah, I'm sure you have already noticed that in Malta we drive like in England to the left. This system was introduced over here by the British. The British, they came to Malta in the year 1800. 1814, Malta was declared a colony, and then we obtained independence in 1964. Yeah, so 164 years under the British. So no wonder they have left their influence on the island, and that's why we're still driving the British way to the left. This is Malta, yeah. So for those of you who are not familiar with this system, I beg you for some more attention, mostly when we are crossing the street. Malta is an archipelago, meaning we have a group of islands. It's not just the island of Malta. Malta is the main island. The area of Malta is 245 square kilometers. We have then the island called Gozo, which is found in the north of Malta. Gozo is smaller than Malta. The area of Gozo, it's around 67 square kilometers. So we are saying around 1/3 the size of Malta. Between Malta and Gozo, we have the island Comino, yeah, Comino, which is found in the channel that divides Malta from Gozo. Then in the northeast of Malta, we have another two islands. These are the St. Paul's Islands. According to tradition, the Apostle St. Paul was shipwrecked on these islands in the year 60 after Christ. So that's why the name, yeah, St. Paul's Islands. In the southwest then of Malta, we have another island. It's called Filfla. So all these islands form the Maltese archipelago. Malta, Gozo and Comino are inhabited. St. Paul's Islands and Filfla are not. The population in total is around 520,000. We have about 30,000 who live on the sister island Gozo, which means Gozo is less built than Malta. We have more landscape over there. We Maltese, we call Gozo the Green Island. Then we have only one family living on Comino. So just imagine having a whole island for just one family. They don't own the island, but they are living over there. They've been living there all their life. They are farmers, they cultivate the land. They never wanted to leave this peaceful island, Comino. Even though on Comino we have lovely beaches. We have also this blue lagoon. So in summer, we Maltese, we just love to take a small boat from the north of the island, cross over to Comino, spend a nice relaxing day swimming in this blue lagoon. The majority of the Maltese then, they live here in Malta. We've set Malta as the main island. Capital is Valletta. However, we have only 6,000 people who live in Valletta. And this might sound rather strange, right? Only 6,000 live in the capital. But here in Malta, we have so many locals who work in Valletta. Yeah, they are in Valletta every day for work, and then they prefer to live in other towns and villages. It is not a question of being more expensive to live in Valletta, but it's more you are in Valletta for work or for shopping, and then you prefer to live just outside the fortifications surrounding our capital. What you see to the right, this is our main cemetery with the neo-Gothic church in the middle. You see like small monuments all over the cemetery. In Malta, up till now, we don't have cremation. So in every town, in every village, you will always find a cemetery. And every family buys a tomb. We decorate these tombs with granite and marble. And then we have also an old custom on Sunday morning. The main religion over here is Roman Catholic. Yeah, so Sunday morning, majority of the Maltese they go to the church for the service, and then afterwards they pay a visit to these cemeteries, bringing flowers and candles to decorate the tombs. Then about 2 years ago, a member of parliament presented a bill in the House to introduce cremation in Malta. The law passed through our parliament. The government did some studies, and it resulted that 1 in 3 Maltese would be interested to be cremated if we have the possibility to do it here in Malta. Yeah, because up till now, you have to be cremated abroad, and of course that's rather costly. So at the moment, we are waiting for this crematorium to be built. First people, they came here around the year 5,900 before Christ. And most probably they were coming from Sicily. Yeah, Malta is situated only 90 kilometers south of Sicily. When the visibility is very clear from Gozo, from Mdina, the old capital city of Malta, we can see Sicily. Yeah, quite often after the rain and when we have the northern wind, we can see the tip of the Etna in Sicily. So most probably these first people, they saw land somewhere in the horizon and they decided to discover this land. That's how first people came here. More important than the distance, the pottery that was discovered in Malta, it's the same pottery that was found in Sicily. So that's why archaeologists, they say first inhabitants came from Sicily.
We are now going to the streets of Malta.
Take this narrow street and the bus will wait for us. This is the colorful harbour. That's the church. In front of the church you find this small market. Nice church. Back on the bus. Is that clear? I need to go and attend a client who needs to go back to the ship because she's not feeling.
Here's some of the colorful boats, which is a tradition here in Malta. And this harbor has like hundreds of boats in here. It's kind of dead here, so I'm gonna try to explore the other side of the harbor. I only have 30 minutes in this area, as the tour guide said to head out in 30 minutes back to the bus. And yeah, let's see what I can find. And here's some more boats. There are some more boats. I guess we came here to see boats. It's early in the morning, so not many people around the streets. Hello, kitty. That's so cute. Okay, and here's a little place with street vendors. Magnets. Oh, this is cute. We're gonna take one.
Little bit loose. See, we're not buying anything here. We're going to another city and buying things.
And this one footwork is made by hand as well. That's all hand.
Hotel has ponytails for everybody.
I'm gonna check what they got to eat here because I didn't have anything. I think it looks pretty good.
But colors represent the typical characteristics of our island. Yeah. So, for example, yellow for the sun, blue for the sea, green for hope, to have a good catch, red for passion. Yeah. Yeah. The eye of Osiris. They paint the eye. To protect the fishermen during their trip, during their fishing trip. Garlic,
She's styling the traditional dish
rabbit,
here
potatoes,
in Malta.
tomato
It's not
sauce,
fish. It's
red
nothing to do
wine,
with
bay
seafood.
leaves,
It's rabbit.
and
Rabbit
then you
stew.
serve this rabbit
I'll pass.
sauce with spaghetti.
What do you think, Rob?
It's
Would you eat it?
favorite dish.
No,
Yeah, whenever I ask
don't
my
like it.
daughter what
Or
will you
rabbits.
prepare next Sunday,
I love the bunnies.
I always get the same answer.
I wouldn't eat a rabbit.
Spaghetti with the for Sunday lunch. Yeah, because it
Rabbit
takes
for Sunday
time
lunch.
to be prepared.
Bugs would not be happy.
So the gate of the king, at the very top of the gate we spot the coat of arms and the bust cast in bronze of this Grand Master Nicolas Cotonner, who financed the building of 7 kilometers. So we're gonna get off in this lovely historical area called the Three Cities of Malta. I will take you for a nice walk, which will take around half an hour.
second stop of the tour, we're gonna explore Vittoriosa, another small town right next to Valletta. I'm gonna show pretty quick inside one of the churches.
They used to be called mushrabiyya, yeah, and different colors. So if my favorite color
That's
is
galleria.
turquoise, I would like to have a turquoise balcony. Yeah, so the family will choose the color. Yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
Very cute restaurant here in the center.
Coat of arms of this order, originally that was the coat of arms of Amalfi, the Costa Amalfitana, in wine. The first knights, they were a group of merchants from Amalfi. Yeah? Then other groups from Italy, from Germany, from Spain, Portugal, they started to join the order. So nowadays we say the 8 points represent the 8 different nationalities of the knights. Yeah? That's our Maltese cross. This is the Church of St. Lawrence. Then attached to the facade we have also this monument and we read that in Maltese il bel Vittoriosa accade lui dal tipo aiuto
Run, Robert, run! Beautiful. I guess next part of our tour is the boat. Or the bus. You have an option to go on a happy train tour for €6. It's so cute. And now we're heading to the scenic boat tour around the harbor. I think it's the final part of the tour.
For the locals, it was Saint Paul who Christianized these islands. Another king, another grandmaster.
Here's another city called
Grandmaster Antoine de Paul.
Paul.
That's why Paola. Yeah.
Ah,
Once again,
gotcha.
the nice
So it's
old
Paula.
houses, the
Paula.
balconies, the so-called Galleria. Very nice is also the next street coming on our left hand side, full of typical Maltese. The mosque, I've told you that the predominant religion is Roman Catholic. 90% of the Maltese are Roman Catholic. Used to belong to the King of Spain, Charles I, also renowned in Germany as the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. And the knights, they rented Malta from this King of Spain. What was the rent? Something very symbolic. A falcon every year. Maybe you've heard of the Maltese falcon. That was the rent being paid by the knights to the King of Spain. 1530, they came to Malta. That's why it's a fortress town. And the second important thing is the name, Valletta. This is coming after the founder, Jean Parisot della Valletta.
Jean Parisot della Valletta.
If you go up to Valletta, there is a very big monument depicting the founder, La Valletta. Then I've told you that the knights, they remained here up till 1798 when Napoleon Bonaparte came here. After Malta, this order of St. John, it was then divided into two groups. This division had to do with religion. They ended up in two groups, the Knights of St. John and the Knights of Malta. The Knights of St. John, then they became the Protestant group, and the Knights of Malta, the Catholic group. Both orders functions till this very day. You'll find more the Knights of St. John in Germany, in Austria, while the Knights of Malta, they have their headquarters in Rome, in this lovely street Via dei Condotti. Condotti Street, very close to Piazza di Spagna in Rome. And over there, we have this big palace, the headquarters. You will recognize this headquarters from this particular flag, the white cross on the red background. What are the Knights of Malta doing nowadays? Last time I was in Rome, about 3 years ago, where I was in this headquarters, and I could read that they were employing 150,000 paramedics, doctors, nurses in their hospitals all over the globe. So they went back to their original duties, being hospitaliers, taking good care of the poor and the sick, like in Jerusalem, 11th century. Left is Valletta. What you see to the right, it's this historical area called the Three Cities. Yeah. So even tonight, when you are leaving our harbor, on one side you see Valletta, on the other side the Three Cities of Malta. Yeah, I was telling you that this town, Msida, is frequented by so many students, who study not only in college but also in university, because University of Malta is found also on the outskirts of this town. University of Malta, which was founded by the Jesuits order. It was originally in Valletta, one of the oldest universities in Europe. But then about 30 years ago, the authorities decided to build a modern campus outside Valletta. We have all the faculties. You can study whatever you like, yeah, over here. Law, medicine, art, architecture, history. And tertiary education in Malta is included. So students, they don't pay for their university courses. They need to have the qualifications. If you have the qualifications, you can take up courses at our university. Students, they have everything for free, and more than that, every month they get a stipend from the government. Yeah? So they get also this financial help. They are motivated, yeah, to further their studies.
Take the
And
example,
our
USA.
university, it's rather busy in the evening with the part-time courses. Yeah? For those courses, you have to pay the fee. Yeah? Fair enough. Quite often you are already established in your career. Maybe you would like to study something different. Maybe you would like to go in another field of studies. For those courses you have to pay.
Sounds like a horror
But for the full-time students, all courses are for free. But today, you know, there is this concept of lifelong learning. Yeah? So many Maltese who are already established in their career, they further their studies taking up these part-time courses. Before the pandemic, unemployment rate in Malta was around 3%. And to be honest, only those who didn't want to work, they had no work. Because before the pandemic, we had around 100,000 foreigners working in Malta. So there was enough work for those who would like to work. Yeah? But I think you'll find these people in every country. Yeah.
Perfect day for
It's
the
not
harbor.
always this nice and calm.
The
Yeah,
last
being
part
an
of our
island,
tour,
we get
going
also
on
a lot of
harbor
wind
cruise.
in Malta. Yeah, but not today. Not today. So you can get off over here and find a seat either on the upper deck or lower.
Let's do this. The two harbors of Valletta.
So we're starting this short cruise. By the way, it's still a cruise in the Mediterranean because Malta is in the Mediterranean. So short cruise in the Mediterranean. Starting from Sliema, which is behind us. Sliema. So you're in the bridge.
He'll wave back.
Vittoriosa was the title. Siege of 1565, and at the tip of the river from St. Angela, at the tip of the creek, the town of Cospicua. See the town of Bedworth decorated with flag. The planetarium, the science museum, deep in the creek, the church, dedicated to St. Joseph, and that beautiful building there with pillars with columns. Originally, that was the center part was a villa built by an Italian, built by, not by him. He financed the building of a villa. His name was the First World War, so many thousands, the Second World War, thousands of soldiers were
degrees.
brought to
And it's nice, it's not hot, so it's an ideal time to come back to Malta. Thank you so much for your attention, your cooperation. A big thanks goes also to our driver, grazie ħafna, Lawrence. I would like to finish my commentary with a Maltese word, saha, yeah, which means goodbye, but also good health. Yeah, and this is what I wish to you all. Enjoy the rest of your cruise. I really hope that you'll take nice memories back home with you of this short visit to Malta, and I wish you all the very best of Saha. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna explain.
Saha.
First of all, make sure to take all your belongings with you.
All right, the tour is over, but I'm gonna explore a little bit more of Malta. Rob is going back to the ship. You're going back to the ship, and I'm going to explore Malta.
Go explore. I'm gonna go on and get something to eat.
What did you like the most about this tour?
I loved being on the boat.
Of course.
You know, just to relax.
Just sitting and doing nothing.
Good day, everybody.
Well, I like the most that Vittoriosa streets, because I got some good pictures there too.
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks for watching this video here in Malta.
Yep.
This across is Valletta. And as you saw on the video, there's a bunch of different cities right next to each other. That's funny, and you have to pay €1 to use the elevators. I have to explore a little bit more, so I took the elevator. These lifts that takes you to the upper side of Valletta, and it costs €1 to go up and down, so it's a round trip. Beautiful place with an amazing view from up here. Gotta find a bank to get more euros and something to eat. So I think I'm going to try the McDonald's here. What do you think? Let's see if they have something different. This street is super cool. In Upper Valletta, there is the St. Joseph's Cathedral. 15 euros to get in, and it's another option as you explore the city. Another cool place to visit. Now I'm gonna head back to the ship, but I'm not walking because it's so hot. I'm taking an Uber. And don't forget to leave your like,
Comments.
and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, and this is our last day of stop, of course,
stops, yeah.
on the
Oh,
Celebrity
Barcelona.
Beyond,
That'll be
and
our
then next stop, Barcelona, the end of Beyond. See you.
Bye.